Okay, so it's time for me to transplant my small seedlings. I planted these on January 1st and now they are 3 weeks old. And as you can see, they already have their first set of true leaves. So that for me is a sign that they're ready to be transplanted. In order to transplant my geranium seedlings, I will be using these 3 to 4 inches pots. Then I have their tags for their names. And of course I have water. I'm using garden coir. And I have my gloves. Then I have these little sandwich bags that I just use because I don't want to make a mess. And then finally, and this is optional, I have some sand, which this sand I discovered it helps me keep a little bit at bay those annoying fungal gnats. So I kind of put just sand on the first few inches of soil on top just to discourage them. So this is what I will do. I will start by putting a sandwich bag on the bottom of each of these pots just to prevent making a mess. These pots have large holes. And I also found that keeping these plastic bags also help prevent the fungal gnats from going under, because I discovered that fungal gnats not only like to go on the top surface, but they also like to go from under. They go through these holes. So this also helps prevent them temporarily. Okay, so I'm going to put on my gloves and I'm going to start filling up these pots just halfway for now. Okay, so these pots are filled up halfway. I'm going to take off my gloves because I want to make some room to accommodate these seedlings. One thing I recommend doing, I don't know, it might be optional, but I think it's helpful, is to start breaking up a little bit this net. I grow these seedlings in peat pellets, and I've heard some gardeners report that their seedlings have troubles growing their roots through this net. So just as a precaution, I just open them up here. I just remove a little bit of netting from the bottom. It's easy to break up. And then I'm going to make a little bit of space here to accommodate the seedlings. I'm going to just insert the seedlings in the middle of the pot. And then the rest of the job is just continue to filling up the whole pot. This is a delicate job because you don't want to hurt your seedling while doing this. So I like to use my fingers for this. I'll just break up the soil, press it around, make sure it's all filled up nicely. And then I'll just simply stick the tag in there. I'll do the same with the other one. You need to be very careful not to hurt your seedling with the soil being poured on top. And then just press around and then place the tag. Now we want to water our new seedlings very gently. And next, I'm going to put just a little layer of the sand. As I said, the sand is to discourage those annoying fungal gnats that I really have a hard time tolerating because they multiply really quickly, they're annoying, they can do damage to small seedlings because they grow their larvae in the few inches of soil, and the larvae then like to feed on the roots. And so I put this couple inches maybe of sand around, and I haven't had any harm to my geraniums. As you can see, let me grab one. Let's get this one. I mean, these geraniums are growing really well and they all have the sand, so this is a little thing I've been doing and I've noticed it helped a lot. So these geraniums are watered and they're transplanted and they're ready to grow now. So my geraniums have been transplanted, as you can see, and now they can even be fertilized. At this young age, we can fertilize with 1/4 to 1/2 of the amount of fertilizer that you would use for adult plants. I like to use the soluble fertilizers because the granules, I have heard, can burn small seedlings if they get in direct contact with them. So use only some liquid fertilizer that you can dilute. So here they are, they're ready. I'm going to post an update when they have grown.